Claudette, Colvin, Unit 3 test. Use the text to help you answer the multiple choice and short answer questions below. Take your time and review your work carefully before submitting it. You've got this. To read aloud for the text before Rosa Parks, there was Claudette Colvin. It's here. Use the link. Question 1. Which of the following best describes the central idea of the text? While Claudette Colvin was one of the first women to refuse to give up her seat on the bus, her young age also made her an unreliable activist in the movement. B. Claudette Colvin feared that she would get in further trouble for resisting racism, so she kept her brave actions a secret for most of her life. C. Claudette Colvin challenged segregation on buses, but she didn't become famous because civil rights groups didn't think she was the right face for the movement. Question 2. Which detail from the text best supports the question to answer question number 1? A. She hardly ever told her story when she moved to New York City. In her new community, hardly anyone was talking about segregation. Paragraph 16. B. Colvin says the NAACP and all the other Black organizations felt Parks would be a good icon because she was an adult. They didn't think teenagers would be reliable. Paragraph 17. Option C. After Colvin's arrest, she found herself shunned by parts of her community. She experienced various difficulties and became pregnant. Paragraph 21. Question 3. How did Claudine's actions compare to Parks' actions? A. Claudette Colvin's actions were more violent in her refusal to give up her seat than Rosa Parks were. B. Claudette Colvin's actions were a sign of active resistance, while Rosa Parks merely didn't want to move after a long day. C. Claudette Colvin and Rosa Parks both challenged segregation, but Rosa Parks' resistance was used as a symbol for a movement. Question 4. Which quote from the text best supports the answer to question 3? A. Most people know about Rosa Parks and Montgomery, Alabama boycott, but few know that there were a number of women who refused to give up their seats on the same bus system. Paragraph 2. Option B. 2 police officers put her in handcuffs and arrested her. Her school books went flying off her lap. Paragraph 5. Option C. Can't you imagine all of that in my mind? My head was just too full for a Black history, the oppression that we went through. Paragraph 9. Write a complete single paragraph response using evidence. Question 5. How does Adler, the author of the text you read, develop her point of view on the activism of Claudette Colvin and Rosa Parks? How to start your sentence. Adler develops her point of view on the activism of Claudette Colvin and Rosa Parks by showing, using, or saying. Evidence to support this is in paragraph, and it says, write a complete single paragraph response using evidence. Question 6. How does Philip Hughes use text features to show his point of view on Claudette? How to start your sentence. Philip Hughes uses the text features like pictures, text boxes, and anecdotes to show Claudette's point of view. Evidence is on page. It says, there is. This shows that. Finally, don't forget to submit your answer.